Hi, this is Grandpa back at you. Thought we'd do something different today. I brought back some material, some concentrates from my last trip out, and I want to run them through my contraption that I built here. Saw a lot of stuff online and on different shows, and I know that everybody needed to perfect their stuff. So what I've developed here is what I call the Micro Mini Henry Poop Tube Concentrate Finishing Apparatus, made out of assorted parts. PVC pipe. I got PVC pipe there, this drain pipe. Put some little snuff. I cut up the top of a snuff can. Use that for little riffles in there. Most expensive thing I spent about 35 bucks on this pump here. Got it at Jimmy Johnson's store. At least that's what it says on the hood of his car on Sundays when he races. I don't know if he works for him or just what the deal is, but he really needs to get involved in something like this, because this is what keeps you grounded. Now, what we're going to do here, I got my concentrates. Pretty much came out of the sluice, and I probably worked 2 or 3 days to develop this. I've run some already. I'm going to turn my water on. I want you to see how it circulates here. Water, I put the concentrate in here, the water's running, and it goes down, and what's going to happen is the gold's going to get caught behind the ripples and in the grooves in the poop tube. So I'll just put some of this in here. I got to get my little water bottle here, because it tends to plug up. You know, inventions all had to start someplace, and this really works good. The water just helps feed it down that tube a little slower rather than putting one big glob of concentrate in there, because you want to feed it slow so that the water can work it the way we want to. I'm going to put a few more scoops in there. Put a little water on that to ease it down in there. So the water's recirculating. I got my pump about 3 inches off the bottom of the bucket. All the solids go into this garbage can here, and everything that we want is caught in the trap. So we're going to do a couple more here. Alright, I think we're going to let that run for a little while. Hopefully we'll have something good. Now, what I wanted to do here was want to show you how you can pan on a budget. Something your kids can do. You need to get the kids involved in this. If you got kids, grandkids, whatever it is, you need to get them involved, because it's just about patience and taking your time and getting out in nature. It's really a beautiful thing. You know, too many kids are sitting behind that desktop, pushing them buttons, filling that thing back and forth, sliding her up and down, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Half the time we don't know where they really are on that, what they call that internet thing. But Grandpa don't get into that too much. But I guess it's good for some stuff, because that's where this is going to go, my daughter tells me. She just likes filming, and I like doing this, so I guess the two is a good combination. Now we're going to get the solids out of here. Get the light stuff off the top. I got this pan here, 59 cents at the thrift shop. This cake pan, pretty big money. I paid $1 for that. But you don't need a lot starting out. You can take this thing to the creek, put some stuff in it, pan it out. Just take your time. Keep your liquids to the bottom. Keep your heavies settling down. Just keep working it back in the pan. Patience. You know, I've often thought that if a husband and wife sat down and did this together, the wife would develop patience like us husbands have. They just haven't come to that realization yet. So keep working this off, work it back in the pan. Hoping I didn't do it too quick. Grandpa don't like to dump the gold. I always tell the grandkids, Grandpa don't dump it. But sometimes you get a little anxious. I sure hope that's not the case today, because it'd be, well, when you get my age, it's not too much as embarrassing anymore. So, get to the end and you want to just feed that out. We'll see what we got here. Get a little, get that liquefied again. Yeah, you got, it's all about taking your time. The gold is going to go to the bottom. It's got a specific gravity of 19. That's what I learned. And that means it's 19 times heavier than water. A gallon of water weighs 64 pounds. That's 1 square foot of water. Weighs 144 pounds, I should say. And a square foot of gold weighs 1,200 pounds. You can do the math. Grandpa's not into the math. I'd rather just sit in the creek with my crevice sucker, gold pan, couple of buckets, listen to the brook. It's kind of hard to beat it. We'll keep working this out. Hopefully we're going to have something to show here. You don't need fancy ripples. Chinese started out using their woks. Now that's my own translation of history, but I think if you told enough people that enough times, you could convince them, because the wok's a lot like a gold pan. And I don't see why it couldn't work. With enough time, I could probably pan gold with a square cake pan here. Because it's all about taking your time, getting that liquefied material. Heavies go to the bottom, and guess what's the heavy? The heavy's the gold. So we're just finishing this up here for the camera. It was a pretty good spot. Not as nice as I would like, but we'll just roll this back. Oh yeah, yes, that's a few scoops out of, we'll just do a swirly thing. I see him do that on TV. I think it's kind of neat. So there it is. Alrighty, now we can go back to this. I'll shut the water off, leave the water running. It naturally cleans itself, takes all the light stuff out, and all that's left in there is the heavies. So we're going to shut that down, and I'll pull this off the top here. Let's see what we can find. Okay, want to back up a little bit so your mommy can look in there? And see what we got here. I'll tip that up a little bit. Oh, there we got a little bit hiding there, a little bit there, it's a little in there. It's just picking up in there. And loading up there. Yeah, there's a little bit in there. We'll keep working that out. And never find a lot. Just be diligent, keep at it. You're out there to have a good time. If you get something to boot, well, that's just gravy on your potatoes. The real treasure in life is not what you find in the ground. It's those around you that love you and that you can love. Grandkids, daughters, family. Give them memories. And I guess we'll maybe see you again. Kind of liking this a little bit. I hope you all enjoy. God bless.